Hello, and welcome to The Listening Room, a spirituality podcast brought to you by SpiritSourceConnect.com. My name is Suzanne Goulet, and in each episode, I'll be speaking to you about new spirituality and how you can use it to improve your daily life. By offering you insights, tools, and techniques, you'll become more aware of your connection to a higher power and begin to accelerate your path to a life of greater joy, ease, and flow. What you'll be listening to today is episode 5 of a multi-part series called Change from the Inside Out. Today, we'll be focusing on body health. Enjoy! What we're going to be doing today is guiding through each area of our life and making an assessment of where we are now, what kind of accomplishments have we had in the past year. We're going to recognize our successes, and then we're going to take a very close examination of where we are now with this particular area of our life, whether it be our health, our relationships, our finances, our right livelihood. We're going to take a very close examination of where we are now, and we're going to come to a very deep place of peace about it. Next, we're going to simply let the situations go. Let them completely go. We are not going to be focusing on steps that you want to take this year, little goals that you want to have for each month. I'm not going to take that approach at all because I feel that that's an exterior approach. The way we're going to do this is we're going to go to a very deep place within and look to our spiritual path and look to our connection with Source to provide the solutions that we seek. This is a very big part of maintaining your meditation practice. And the way that I feel the most effective and permanent changes happen in our lives. So instead of making a list of New Year's resolutions that we're probably going to ditch after the 3rd or 4th week of January, we're going to be receiving tools today to affect change from the inside out. And I hope that you benefit from this. I hope that you choose to participate as fully as you can. And that might mean taking out a piece of paper and a pen and making some notes. It might also mean just quieting yourself a little bit. If you are doing emails and other stuff on your computer, you may want to take a few minutes and just quiet down and just fully experience this work as we're doing it. You're going to be given some tools that you can use on your own and expand upon them as you will. So this is going to be broad strokes that we're doing today. They're going to be guided visualizations for you. And then I strongly encourage you to expand it further on your own time. Okay? Your solutions to your problem are going to look very different than Spirit's solutions to your problem or your situation. Your solution, if it were a solution and if it were working, it would have already. So we're going to be looking at situations in our lives that perhaps have been with us for some time, and we have a desire in our heart knowing where we'd want to be with this aspect of our lives, and simply we don't seem to get there. These are the situations that are most important for you to be addressing right now, and you already know that. But what I'm offering for you here is listen to a new concept that will offer you a solution that you had not heard of, and this is going to come to you via your connection with Spirit. It's not often going to be about following rules about success in this certain area. For instance, if it's about losing weight and the TV ads are telling you about how to work out or get this ab machine or this and that, you may have Another solution available to you from Spirit that doesn't involve any of the conventional ways of accomplishing what you would like to see done. So take a moment now and get quiet, because the next steps that we're going to be taking are to examine one area of your life, and I'm going to be guiding you through each one of these areas in a very detailed manner. And then we'll do an umbrella visualization for our connectivity to Source. And we're going to get to a place of deep peace about this. And when we're done, we will now have the tools to use in our daily lives for getting into a place of peace and finding solution for anything that we need. Okay, we're going to start with the area of health. So you can close your eyes and go inside. And think about the past year with the area of health. Where were you last January? And what have you done in the last 12 months? Have you taken some positive steps? Have you taken some actions that were very helpful to you? Were there some things that occurred to you that surprised you, that you didn't expect, and perhaps you perceived as negative or bad? Perhaps a diagnosis or an accident. However, I wanted you to consider changing your mind about whether these things that occurred were good or bad. And consider that when these events occurred to you, they may have offered you the greatest opportunity for spiritual growth. Sometimes what we think as going backwards often provides for us opportunities for spiritual growth that really expand us in enormous ways. So think about that and see what occurred in your health this year. And we're going to be counting our successes. I'll share a little bit with you of some of mine so you can have an example. Maybe that'll help. I had a number of laboratory tests done just to fine-tune my health and my diet. I had my doctor do some lab testing and found out that I had some sensitivities to several foods that were actually the mainstays of my diet. So once I eliminated those, I had much more energy and vitality, and I was able to maintain a healthy weight. So that was a really positive thing that I did this year. I also got all the mercury out of my bloodstream. That's a big one. A lot of us don't realize that we're carrying a lot of heavy metals and other toxins. Getting them out of your system, once again, is going to increase your vitality. So recognize the positive things that you did this year. Whether you think of them as positive or not, sometimes physical challenges are what helps us grow spiritually the most. So that is a positive. Okay, let's take an assessment of where we are now. Are we having kind of a disappointment of where we are now? Are we not at our ideal? Let's look at what our ideal is. Is it really about pounds, or is it more about your energy levels and your sense of vitality. Daily vitality and long-lasting vitality. The kind of health solutions that are out there are going to be different for men than they are for women. So are you exploring different ways to assist yourself in your health? Follow your inspirations around this, because they will always lead you to the best solutions for you. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating plenty of raw foods? Do you have a method or a means for detoxifying on a regular basis? Sometimes our deepest health issues or chronic health issues have an emotional root. And there are many books and audio programs out there that can help you identify, if you are having a chronic issue, what the emotional root might be. I recommend Louise Hay as a place to start. She was one of the groundbreaking authors that identified for us in each part of our body what kind of emotional root was being held there. She also gives us tools or affirmations to use that will help recondition our minds about the emotional root cause. I also, through my channeling guided meditations, we receive the color of green very often to revitalize our bodies. And the subject of rest and rejuvenation is constantly being delivered to us. We do not understand the importance and the magnitude of resting and rejuvenating our spirits, our minds, and our bodies. We go really fast, way too much. And we're being ineffectual if we don't get enough rest. If you're into gemstones, emeralds are an awesome way to detoxify and also revitalize your cells. Have you found your team of practitioners that support you in your ongoing knowledge? Do you have people locally that you are using for your ongoing maintenance of your health? Massage, chiropractic, homeopathic, naturopathic doctors? Do you have your own practice at home with supplements and detoxification? A vegetable juicer, perhaps? We constantly need to be detoxifying. One of the tools that I use constantly in my daily life with my health are Young Living essential oils. So now that we've kind of taken an extended examination of our current health and where we are, let's get quiet for a minute and go find that place of peace within. This is going to be your practice, is full love and acceptance for where you are now. Refuse to try to find your own solutions here. Just get into that deep place of peace. And it's not a thought pattern, it is a feeling. A deep deep feeling of love and acceptance for you and your body. Thank your body now for all of the amazing service that it provides for you. Recognize what a magnificent machine it is. Promise yourself that you're going to love yourself and your body a little bit more. Think of that one area or situation with your body that is causing you the most disturbance. Promise yourself right now that you're going to love this area much, much more than you have in the past. With this continued practice of self-love and acceptance, you will experience such tremendous results with your body, with your habits, with your levels of vitality, with everything that you want to accomplish physically. Your feelings of self-love and full acceptance and forgiveness and acceptance once again will bring you far greater results than you can imagine.
This is Suzanne, and I want to thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this program and would like to receive a free gift, please visit spiritsourceconnect.com. Thank you.